Hey guys, it's Mrs. Flores. I just wanted to do a couple problems from your worksheet to help you because I didn't find very many videos with these types of problems. So I'm going to do number 9 and then I'll do number 18 for you. So we're going to solve these radical equations. Radical equations are just equations that have a radical involved with the variable underneath the radical sign. And what you want to do is to get everything, all the numbers and anything else away from the radical sign first. So to do that, we'll add 8. So on the left, we're left with 5a minus 5. On the right side, we get 5. The opposite of taking the square root is to square something. So to get rid of that, we're going to square both sides. And since we're doing it to both sides of the equation, it stays equal. So that gets rid of the square and the square root. So we're left with 5a minus 5 on the left. And then we need to square the 5, which is 25. Now we have a simple linear equation that we can solve in 2 steps. So we're going to add 5 and then divide by 5 to get the a. So we get a equals 6. The only thing that you need to do with radical equations is to check and make sure that this answer works in your equation, because radical equations tend to throw what's called extraneous solutions, which means that you plug in the solution that you got and it's not correct. So let's check this. So I'm plugging the 6 in where the a was, and I'm going to simplify. So I'm going to simplify what's under the radical first. 5 times 6 is 30, minus 5 gives me 25. The square root of 25 is 5. And negative 8 plus 5 is negative 3. So it worked. Okay, let's look at number 18, which is on the second slide. This one has a radical on both sides. This one's actually easier than the last one because all you have to do to get rid of the radicals is to square both sides of the equation. And when you do that, it gets rid of the radical signs on both sides. So you're left with 2n minus 88 equals n over 6. And now we just have to solve. I'm going to get rid of this division because division always complicates things. So I'm going to multiply by 6 over 1 on this side and 6 on the left side. We're going to need to distribute the 6. So we're going to get 12n minus 528 equals n. So let's move this n over to this side so we can solve for a solution. Oops, not divide. We have addition and subtraction going on, so we're actually just going to subtract it. So we're left with negative 528 equals negative 11n. Now we can divide by negative 11. And when we divide, we get a positive 48. And again, we need to check because we have radicals here which can throw extraneous solutions, so we always check. So 48 times 2 minus 88. The square root of all of that has to equal 48 divided by 6 and the square root of that. So 48 divided by 6 is the square root of 8. 2 times 48 is 96. 96 minus 88, is 8. So now we have the square root of 8 equals the square root of 8. So it works. So n equals 48.